You know, there are a lot of challenges to living on the coast, but I'm not too sure any of us were ever prepared for what happened in the Deepwater Horizon. All of a sudden, we started facing something that we had never seen before. We weren't prepared, but now we know. And now we have the expertise, I believe, to not only protect that coast, but to enhance its economic viability in a way that we have never been able to do before. On September the 27th, I signed an executive order for one reason: to establish a coastal recovery commission of Alabama that deals strictly with one thing: building a new economy, building a new quality of life that has never existed before. And I went out and I picked someone because they have done it before. They did it in Mississippi, and that is Ricky Matthews. I know he did something very similar to this for Governor Haley Barbour after Katrina, and it was a remarkable success. He understands it in a unique way, but he not only understands it and has the management techniques to make this happen, he also has a tremendous influence to begin to help the people of Alabama understand how crucial the economy in those two coastal counties are to the overall success of all of Alabama.
After Hurricane Katrina, I had an opportunity to experience something that few publishers in America have had the opportunity to experience: to be publisher of a newspaper that was ground zero for the worst natural disaster in American history, Hurricane Katrina. I had the opportunity to work extremely closely with Governor Barbour in developing the Governor's Commission on Recovery, Rebuilding, and Renewal. And it was a life-changing experience for me as a publisher. The oil spill in South Alabama was a devastating event. And I think one of the things we got to be focused on is the fact that from a devastating event, from a disaster like the oil spill, can come great opportunity. There's been a lot of work since the oil spill, a lot of what I would actually refer to as fragmented efforts, very good efforts. But the opportunity here for us now to put all of those fragmented efforts into one cohesive plan and to create a unified vision for South Alabama that all Alabamians can buy into is extremely important. It's important whether you live in Dothan or Huntsville or Montgomery or Tuscaloosa or the corners of the state. It doesn't matter. What happens in South Alabama is important to you. It's helping fund education. It's helping fund government. It's helping fund roads and highways across the state. I think it's going to become very clear to everyone. I think that's one of the benefits from this effort, frankly, is to help all Alabamians understand why coastal Alabama is critical to them. Not just to go on vacation, but even if they stay home, it's going to be critical to them, because the health of South Alabama ultimately determines the health of the state.
The biggest concern, the most immediate concern we have today, is how do we get relief to the people that are suffering the most in Mobile and Baldwin County. But that's not what this commission is going to be primarily focused on. They're going to be focused on what we're doing next year.
When we deliver this bound book, which we refer to as a report, to the governor on December the 15th, it will be full of a lot of important information. So let me talk about what's in this book. First of all, we're going to talk about all of the information that's been gathered around impact of the oil spill. There's a lot of good work going on. We're going to bring it together in one sort of concise telling, in as simple a way as we can, what the impact to South Alabama has been, and to Alabama for that matter. That's the first thing that's going to be in the book. The second part of the book, by economy, health, and environment, a telling of what the general consensus is around what is possible for us to do in the wake of the oil spill. It's capturing all these amazing and innovative ideas that exist and bringing it together into one book so we can start a very important conversation about where do we go from here and how do we begin to build some capacity around some of these ideas and actually implement them. So it's just a beginning, but it's going to be very inspiring, because what it's going to be a collection of some of the best thinking in the state. And it will be hard not to be excited about what some of those ideas are going to tell us about what is possible.
When the amount of money is announced, it's going to be very difficult for anyone to just immediately decide, how do we best spend this money? I don't want any of that money, and I don't think anyone on the commission wants it. to be a project where we just go out and do a little project for this politician, another one for another politician, everyone's going to get a little piece. No, this is about significant change, generational change, transformative change that can build something that is unique in the world.